That inner dialogue, the voice you believe is your own, it's actually not. You are not your mind, just as you are not your physical body. That inner voice is a deceptive impersonator, a false guide leading you into doubt and temptation. When you engage with what I call mental noise, you're actually engaging with your ego. Yes, that voice is your ego, a lower, denser version of yourself, designed to challenge the true essence of who you are. It's not your authentic voice. How often has this mental noise led you down a path of fear, doubt, or insecurity? That's not the voice of your true self, it's the ego's. Recognizing this difference is crucial. The ego behaves like a parasite, feeding off your fears, constantly seeking validation and comparing you to others. But this is not who you truly are. Your authentic self is far more powerful, expansive, and timeless. The ego is driven by fear, always trying to shield itself from perceived threats. But your real self operates from a place of love, knowing no fear because it understands its infinite connection. There's an ancient truth that speaks to this. Gods are immortal men, and men are mortal gods. It's not just symbolic, it's a profound truth about your nature and potential. Your true self is divine, infinite, and eternal, connected to the universal consciousness, the All. To break it down further, when this wisdom says gods are immortal men, it reveals that what we see as divine is actually our highest potential. And when it says men are mortal gods, it's a reminder that we are divine beings on a temporary human journey. This isn't about seeking some external force to worship. It's about recognizing the divinity that lies within you. Number 1, the illusion of separation. At the heart of our suffering is the illusion of separation created by the ego, which convinces us that we are isolated individuals, disconnected from others and the world. This illusion leads to competition, fear, and feelings of inadequacy as we mistakenly identify with our physical form, thoughts, and emotions. The ego thrives on this false belief, keeping us trapped in a cycle of mental chatter that reinforces a sense of isolation. In reality, separation is only a perception. We are all deeply interconnected, part of the same universal consciousness. Just as waves on the ocean's surface may seem distinct, beneath the surface, they are all part of the same water. The ego, however, fixates on the surface level, convincing us that we are separate entities. Our true self, beyond the ego, knows this is an illusion. Holding on to this illusion creates tension, loneliness, and a constant need for external validation. We become trapped in seeking approval, status, or control, but these pursuits are empty and never lead to lasting peace. To free ourselves, we must recognize that the mental chatter, the voice constantly reminding us of our separateness, is not the real us. It belongs to the ego, which thrives on division. As we peel away layers of conditioning, we begin to see the interconnectedness of all life. Others are reflections of ourselves, each living a unique experience, but part of the same universal essence. The more we realize this, the more the boundaries between self and other dissolve, bringing peace and a sense of unity. This realization transforms our relationships with the world. When we understand that we are part of the same cosmic consciousness, competition, judgment, and fear naturally fall away. Compassion, empathy, and love arise because we no longer see others as separate. Embracing this truth aligns us with the flow of life, allowing us to step into our true role as co-creators of reality. Letting go of the illusion of separation takes practice, but the rewards are profound. As we quiet the ego and embrace the truth of our interconnectedness, we enter a state of harmony with the universe. Fear and isolation dissolve, and we realize we are always supported by the infinite intelligence of the cosmos. 2. Mental vomiting. In the journey of self-awareness, one of the biggest illusions is identifying with negative mental chatter. This inner voice often floods your mind with doubts, worries, and judgments, making you believe it represents who you truly are. However, this chatter is not you. It is merely a construct of the ego, a survival mechanism shaped by past experiences and external conditioning. The more you attach to these thoughts, the more trapped you become in a cycle of negativity. True freedom begins when you realize that your thoughts do not define you. You are not the stream of repetitive, self-limiting dialogue that constantly tries to shape your reality. Instead, you are the silent observer behind it, the awareness that notices these thoughts but isn't consumed by them. This perspective shift is profound because it allows you to disassociate from the noise of the mind and experience life from a place of clarity and peace. This process is often referred to as mental vomiting, where the ego endlessly projects its fears and insecurities. By stepping back and witnessing this mental clutter, you begin to understand that you are much more than your mind's fleeting narratives. You are the consciousness that exists beyond, observing, yet untouched by the storm of thoughts. By cultivating mindfulness, meditation, and present moment awareness, you gradually quiet the mind, and in doing so reconnect with your true essence, the calm, steady presence beneath all the noise. 3. Finding your true self. In the hustle of everyday life, many people lose touch with their true self, mistaking the constant stream of thoughts, worries, and desires for their authentic being. The key to reconnecting with who you truly are begins with one simple step: observation. By observing the patterns of your mind, you start to differentiate between the noise of your ego and the wisdom of your soul. The ego thrives on fear and separation, constantly seeking validation, control, and external approval. It often drags you into overthinking and emotional turbulence, making it hard to experience inner peace. The soul, on the other hand, is stable, intuitive, and timeless. It exists beyond the layers of fear, judgment, and doubt. But to connect with this deeper part of yourself, you must first learn to quiet the distractions of the ego. One powerful way to do this is through self-inquiry. This practice involves asking simple but profound questions like, "Who am I really?" or "What is the source of these thoughts?" These inquiries are not meant to be answered quickly, but are designed to open up a space within you, a space of awareness where the truth of your being can arise naturally. As you engage in self-inquiry, you may begin to notice moments of clarity where the mental chatter fades and a deeper sense of peace and presence emerges. In these moments, you are connecting with your true self, the part of you that remains unshaken by the external circumstances of life. This self is ever present, but it is often overshadowed by the noise of everyday concerns. To live from this authentic self requires practice and patience. Mindfulness techniques like meditation, deep breathing, or even simple awareness exercises can help you stay anchored in the present moment. When you are present, you are no longer pulled by the illusions of the past or the anxieties about the future. You reside in a space of pure being, where your soul's wisdom guides your actions. In this state, you will find that your decisions become more aligned with your true nature, leading to a life that feels more fulfilling and meaningful. Reconnecting with your true self is not a one-time event, but a continual practice of tuning in, letting go of the ego's fears, and trusting the intuitive voice within. Over time, this process will lead you to a deeper understanding of yourself and the world around you, transforming how you experience life. If you want to elevate your vibrations with more ease, I have prepared something special for you. Click the link in the first pinned comment and join us in the journey of awakening your inner mage. 4. Living from true self. Living authentically means aligning your actions and choices with the essence of who you truly are. When you live from your true self, life becomes a fluid expression of inner peace and creativity. You no longer feel the need to conform to external expectations or societal pressures because your decisions come from a place of deep inner knowing. This shift in perception transforms fear and self-doubt into opportunities for growth, allowing you to navigate challenges with a sense of calm and resilience. As you embrace this authentic way of being, your relationships naturally deepen. You connect with others on a more meaningful level, free from the masks and roles that the ego often imposes. Compassion flows effortlessly because you recognize the shared humanity in everyone, understanding that others are on their own journey of self-discovery too. Work, too, becomes more than just a means to an end. It gains new significance as a channel for expressing your true gifts and talents. You approach tasks with enthusiasm and purpose, knowing that your efforts are aligned with your higher self. This alignment brings a sense of fulfillment that goes beyond material success. Living from your true self invites harmony with the universe, where your actions resonate with a greater cosmic order. You feel supported by the flow of life itself, moving in sync with the natural rhythms of existence, creating a life of authenticity, purpose, and joy.